Hi, I'm Courtney Richardson, and I would like to share a bit about my story and what God has done in my life. If I had to choose one word to describe my life before I surrendered it to Christ, it would be failure. I grew up in a Christian home, but I never understood what it meant to have a personal relationship with God. I was under the impression that if I was a good enough person and I did enough good things, then I would always be happy and probably make it into heaven. And so growing up, I thought that being a perfect student would make me successful and happy. And so I spent my days constantly stressing and worrying about homework and tests, which was very tiring. And I failed to be a perfect student when I started getting B's and even a C in college. I also put a lot of time and effort into trying to get people to like me so I would feel wanted and accepted. And so when I came to U of I 3 years ago, that was my goal. And I joined a sorority for the sole purpose of making friends. And I also strived for satisfaction from getting attention from guys. I thought that if I could be pretty enough and fun enough, then I could get boys and my sorority sisters and anyone else to like me, and I would be happy. Because of my selfish attitude, I ended up making a lot of really shallow friendships that were not satisfying, and I was really lonely. Striving for attention from guys led to a lot of sin in my life. And by my second year at U of I ended up completely brokenhearted. And again, I had failed. I didn't feel accepted, and people had just continuously let me down. And because of the sin that I had in my life during that time, I had also failed to please God, and I had a lot of guilt because of that. So it was at this really low point in my life that God started pursuing me through friends I had made at Crew. And as I started going to Bible study and being discipled and learning more about who God was, I decided that I wanted to trust God with my life instead of doing things my own way. If I had to choose one word to describe my life after surrendering it to Christ, it would be redeemed. I now know that what I do or fail to do has no effect on my value or worth, because my worth comes from knowing God, and there's nothing I could ever do to make him love me less. Christ has redeemed me of my sins and failures, so I don't have that guilt anymore, and I'm now able to have much deeper relationships with people because God's love for me makes me want to love others. And God has given me awesome opportunities to share his love and word with people in Costa Rica and California last summer, and now here with girls in my sorority at U of I. And that's been more satisfying than anything else I've ever done in my life. I've stumbled a lot in my walk with God. Every day I fail to be a good person and worthy of God's love. And every single day, God redeems me of my failures, blesses me with an awesome life, and reminds me that no daughter of his could ever be a failure because of his grace. Thank you for listening to my story. If you ever want to know more or talk, just message me on Facebook or something. Thank you.